And we are live. All right, I've started. Sorry, I should have said that before I started. Hi, welcome to Tack Chat. It's the Tuesday night live stream. My name is Michelle, and Adriana's late. Scott's gonna let her in. Hang on. All right, yeah, I told her I was gonna talk, like throw shade at her until she got here. So anyway, if you are watching, I'm about to get into the chat. If you're watching this on the playback, this is not an edited video. This is a recorded live stream. The Tack Chat show is where my co-host and I drink a bunch of wine and clean our tack and chat about the topic of the day. And tonight we are discussing how to learn more about horses, how to find out what you need to know when you need to educate yourself about something. So if you are watching this on the playback, you can listen to it like a podcast and leave it on and clean your tack or do something else. Anyway, I'm Michelle. Adriana's on her way, and I am getting into the chat now. If you're here in the chat, say hi. I'm going to take a minute to get in here and say hey to everybody. All right, here we are. And I have like one little surprise tonight. Hey. And Zadel's here. Hey, Zadel. All right, try to get my chat on. Going on up here. Hang on. So tonight I've got my wine. Where's my wine? My oak leaf, the Sauvignon Blanc. I have no idea if I'm saying that correctly. That's what I am drinking tonight. And I am drinking it out of a hand-painted wine glass, painted by my co-host, Adriana. Hang on, wait a minute. I gotta pour this. I'm finishing off this bottle, but I have another one that I'm probably going to get into because that just does not look like enough of a party. All right, Zadel, I saw your posts and extra equestrians earlier, and it looks like you're doing a great job moving on to pads and other kinds of support shoes. That's cool. Okay. So here I am, toasting Adriana. Love you, girl. All right. Also, if you're new, my co-host is supposed to be here. She's going to be here any second. Hang on, I need to move my thing closer. Oops. Okay. Sorry, I'm having technical difficulties. Okay. So we are going to talk tonight. I've got stuff to clean. I think if Adriana doesn't bring something, I have an entire tangled up pile of like bridles and reins and stirrups and stuff. Oh, shh. Okay, shh. Here she comes. Zadel says pad shoes are weird. I think it's just me and Zadel so far, so we're good, right? Nobody else is here yet. I already poured my wine. That's good. Do you need some wine or you have something else to drink?
Coconut water and regular water.
Coconut water. Fancy.
Coconut water with espresso, which is good because I'm going to be up at 5 a.m.
What? You can do coconut water with espresso? I didn't know that.
Oh.
Okay. All right, well, I was showing off my Cheval Noir Designs glass. If you're live or if you're watching this in the playback, there is a link in the description where you can get your own hand-painted. You don't have to get my horse painted on it, but whatever. Good. So I have a little surprise. I was saying just before you got here. Sorry. So Friday, I have to, the boot saga, we're going to do a little bit previously on Tack Chat. We're going to do a little bit of catch up. First, I had, these are my beloved Ariots, and they're like the, yes, the cabbie boots.
The cheap waves in my
they have been clean. You know,
this is what you get for being late.
the video where I explain how to clean cat pee off your boots is like one of my most popular watch. So apparently like a lot of people are searching for, apparently a lot of people's cats are peeing on their boots. So they're searching for that. But I love my Ariots. And these are like the lower end of the Ariot paddock boots. But I mean, I can't afford nice boots. So, but they have holes in them and they've been glued so many times. It's ridiculous. So I got the bright idea. I got a fly mask for our tags from Wish, which has held up nicely. He doesn't get it off. And it like stays on his face and it covers his nose and he doesn't get sunburned. So I'm like, yay. So I thought, okay, well, Wish Are you okay?
The
Oh, no, wait, no, you have lipstick on.
lipstick. Yeah, that's it.
Wait. Hang on, I'll save you.
Oh.
Girl, I'm not gonna let you look.
I'm a mess.
No, you're not gonna be a mess. I'm the only one allowed to be a mess on my YouTube channel. Okay. Okay. So I got the bright idea, since the Wish fly mask worked out so nicely, that I would get boots, because that would be great. And they were $18, which compared to $100 and something that I was spending before. So I got my boots, and they're like little fake motorcycle boots, and they feel like they're made of paper. Have you felt them?
Oh,
like
yeah.
Plastic paper fabric. Anyway, so I got them wet once, and they immediately started coming apart. And so now what? Long story short, Friday I finally ordered new Ariat boots, and they're like special weatherproof, waterproof ones. Ordered them on Friday from State Line Tack.
Yeah.
They're already here.
Yay!
Over Memorial Day weekend.
Wow.
I ordered them Friday. They were here like today by this afternoon.
Wow.
Look how pretty. Now my only concern is like, look how thick they are in the ankles. Are my half chaps gonna fit over the?
I think so.
Because these look like hiking boots. They don't have like the little delicate ankle of the other. I'm gonna try one on. So I was so excited today. I was like, and I was like, oh, I should do an unboxing. Never mind. Okay, hang on. So these are my new boots. So they are brand new, so they don't need cleaning tonight, I guess. Or should I do like a layer of waterproofing over them? Because they're
probably already waterproof.
Yes.
You probably don't need.
But what if I'm extra? Okay. Giving my boot an exam. Hang on. And you know, those Wish boots, they don't have, like the soles are like cardboard, so they don't feel nice. Oh my gosh, wait, this works better in my head.
Well, you're not wearing socks.
No, I'm not wearing socks. These are like 11s too, Lord almighty. I will be putting on socks at some point. Okay. I might try to put a half chap on this. If we have any shoe fetish people, I don't know. So, did you bring something to clean, or do you need to? Oh, you have your boots today.
Muddy boots. Oh, they're bad.
They are. They've been very bad. They need a spanking. Okay, so here are.
Not that kind of.
This is not that kind of live stream. I'm sorry. I'm forgetting myself. Oh my gosh. And I'm not even checking. Probably. Or yes. Thinsulate. The names they make up for marketing. Designed footwear. Conçu pour les chaussures. I am not saying that right. So these are actually supposed to keep you warm, but it said like keep you dry, so that's why I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Did I make another wrong choice? Did I do it wrong again? Hang on, let me see if I can get my half straps over these. I'm gonna pinch my skin on this, aren't I?
Could possibly.
Oh, I can't figure this out with these pants on. Anyway, sorry. Okay, never mind. Let's get back. We're supposed to be tack cleaning, and I'm sitting here trying on boots. Okay, well, I've determined that they fit. And I'm going to have to ride in them, but I had to get waterproof boots. Uh-oh, the insole pulls out when you pull your foot out.
Well, I mean, if you're not wearing socks, I'm sure it'd be less sticky.
What do you have against my bare feet? Like, why are you so angry about me not wearing socks?
I'm just saying it works better with socks. I know this from personal experience.
My feet are probably going to be sweaty coming out of these. Anyway, hang on. Speaking of sweaty. Okay, so I had to get the waterproof boots because when I drive carriages downtown, like we have to bathe the horses. And now that it's hot and it's summertime, they get hosed down all the time. So we have to fill water buckets and dump water buckets and soak food and, soak horse feed. And you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. There's lipstick.
Where's my...
No, I don't need the mirror.
Do you need to keep this over there? And like keep occasionally...
I stored it.
And everybody can see where you stored it.
And I'm debating when they're pulling it out.
Hang on. That's fine. I think it's just... Yeah, so far there's, oh, Rebecca's here. It's Zadel and Rebecca and some other random internet person. So go ahead and pull that on out of there. Hey, Rebecca, we were just drooling over my new boots. State Line Tack. I ordered these on Friday and they came here today. Like apparently the order was processed and shipped and got here over the 3-day weekend. And I'm like, oh. I'm very happy. So I don't have to clean them today. All right. Is there like a care thing in here?
No.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so we should probably get into our topic, shouldn't we? Our topic tonight is how to learn stuff about horses. Because you can't just drop everything and go to horse college, especially if you're horse college. It sounds so funny to say it that way. There's like Catherine, who has been a co-host on Tack Chat before here with me when my lovely here has been unavailable. She is an equine. Yes. Oh my gosh, your teeth. No, you need this mirror. You're having problems. You may have to like excuse yourself to the bathroom. You are not allowed to have lipstick teeth in here. Do you need one of these?
Maybe.
They're clean.
I'll use it.
We're having technical difficulties. And it's such a lovely color too.
It is. I just got it because I ran out of most of my good lipsticks.
Yes.
It is Karma Sucha.
What brand is that?
NYX.
Oh. I feel like they're overpriced.
NYX?
Yeah.
I feel like they're overpriced for certain things, but their lipsticks I really like.
Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. Where did my stupid thing go?
This was like $6.
Oh, that's not bad then.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. It's not my actual knife. It's the corkscrew knife that I am just using.
Do you want a real? Okay.
No. Do I look like I need help?
Do you want me to answer that?
Okay. First of all, before we talk about like how to learn things about horses, y'all gotta understand. You're a lot younger than I am. When I grew up, I was a little kid in the 70s and a bigger kid in the 80s. And back then we had like the library and the card catalog. There was no Google. There was no internet. There's nothing like that. So if you want to learn about horses and you're not already in some sort of class or program or whatever, you have to like go to the library when it's open.
That's what I did.
Yeah.
I grew up when I first started riding, and when I first hit that like horse crazy phase, I would go to the library and I'd check out all the books on horses, and then I'd go
I'd get
my mom's
stack.
office.
Yep.
And I would make photocopies of all the cute pictures of the horses.
I would go home and draw them. Yes. I got to have stacks. So I would make like a stack of the books that I would read while we were there in the library, things I would just look through, whatever. And then there'd be a stack of like chapter books and ones with like the amazing pictures in them that I would have to bring home. All right. I am actually going to clean these Wish boots off, and I'm going to try to,
I need a trash can to like knock some of this.
You can. I haven't actually swept in here. If the people on the internet could see the floor right now, they would judge me. So I mean, just as long as it's not in your coconut water, just like knock it on the floor. I'm gonna sweep it up after.
Okay.
So I'm gonna try. Like Liam's feet are almost as big as mine right now, and I don't know if he would appreciate these boots or not. So I'm gonna try to clean them up and glue the sole back on. God, why can't I think when I'm doing it? I can't do 2 or 3 things at once. Why? Maybe I was a man in a former life. Sorry, just kidding to any of our male viewers. Like Zadel. Okay.
Every Saddle Club book ever, yes. I was all about the Saddle Club, the Pony Pals, the Thoroughbred.
Geek Girl's talking about the Saddle Club in the chat right now, and she said to hold these up again. So here I am. I'm holding them up. You know what? I really wanted these. These are like the winter waterproof ones, so I may regret it. They may keep my feet too warm, but I'm hoping they're just going to be like keeping them from getting wet. Dang it! What was I going to say? Hang on. Let me drink until I remember.
You have enough wine?
Yeah, I have another whole bottle.
Okay, good. Just making sure.
Oh, also, let's have another commercial. If you need your own Ask Me About My Unicorn t-shirt, there is a link to my Etsy shop in the comments. They're really cute. They're really cute, and there's several different colors and styles. This is the one that's like the girl cut, and then there's like a traditional unisex t-shirt that you can get as well. Anyway, so there we go. I am getting stuff all over me. Oh, I was going to say, somebody posted in Extra Equestrians. Did you see that Ariat, something like, it's like Ariat Super Sport, whatever. And it had like the spur, the bottom here was like iridescent. It was a tall boot, and it was like, I don't know, like some sort of amazing calf leather, you know, hand tooled, whatever thing. So I go and look it up, and they're $600.
It was an Ariat, or was it?
It was Ariat.
Huh.
So they were like tall boots, and they were so beautiful, and they just looked so amazing and comfortable. And then they had the little iridescent unicorn horn thing right here, and I was like, I need it. They were $600, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna save it up by my birthday. But Liam's birthday is like a week ahead of my birthday, and I'm like, $600 would buy my kid a lot of birthdays. I need to get real. And that's when I ordered the $118 ones. I'm like, all right. I had to come down to earth. I had to remind myself that I made a baby child human who needs things that are more important than $600 boots with iridescent soles.
Are there really things that are more important than $600 boots with iridescent soles?
Liam is.
Okay. All right.
I mean, really, he's a cool dude.
He is. And that's... So it's like Liam, iridescent sole boots.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everything else.
Yeah. Actually, it's Liam and then horses and then the iridescent sole boots.
Right.
That's actually what I used to say to him when he was really little, when he'd be going to bed, and I'd tell him, I love you more than horses. And he'd go, whoa, Mommy.
I'm just getting spray everywhere. It's all over my phone. It's all over.
That's what I tell Scott and Liam when I want them to know I'm serious. I tell them I love you more than horses. And that's when they know, wow. So anyway, there were my boots, and now I am wiping these off because my little metalhead child might like some motorcycle boots. I need to find, that's a lot of stuff in here.
I don't feel so bad now that you're getting into those.
See, yeah, this is gross. I thought I was going to be able to sleep in these pants. I was wrong. I was incorrect about that. I was also wrong about not having to get back in the shower. Because you know what's on the bottom of these boots? It looks like little bits of hay. But you know why that is? It's because poop is digested little bits of hay. It's because poop. You know what? That's the reason for most of the things in the world today that's
that is
poop.
Absolutely true.
Yes. All right. I at least have some semblance of order on that one over there. I would love to be, this might be like cleaning porn to just hold this up, but then it's going to spray it. Look at this mess.
Yeah.
This is so gross. Remember when I said we could just put stuff anywhere on the floor?
Yeah. Remember that time?
Remember that time? Remember how cute I was?
Yeah. How young and innocent, full of hope.
I know. Just so naive. I need some more wine. Hang on. We haven't even talked about how to learn stuff.
We talked about the library.
We talked about going to the library.
Catalog. Use the Dewey Decimal System.
Nowadays, you can look things up online, but how do you know what is a reputable source and what is crap?
Well, see, the thing is, most people don't.
Right. Well, I guess my advice here would be the same as anywhere else online, is if you look at a source, one of the big red flags is the website selling something? If the website is selling something, then their purpose is to sell that and make money. Not necessarily including things like merch or whatever, but if there's a product or something that's for sale,
like magical cure for rain rot.
Right, exactly. And then they have a blog post attached to it that has some information, then you want to take that blog post with a grain of salt. If you find information online, the best thing you can do is find other sources to back it up. That's my my first red flag is it like obviously a salesy website? Then no, thank you. There are quite a lot of informational websites that really focus on education. Facebook groups nowadays are a good way to find something.
I'm really enjoying Horseback Corner.
I like that group too. It drives me crazy not to be able to comment.
Yeah.
If you're not in that group, it's called Horse Vet Corner. They have like Goat Vet Corner and some other kind of animals as well.
Oh.
But you can only comment if you are on their approved veterinarian list. And they don't diagnose things necessarily. They give you a vet's perspective on what's happening with your horse. So people will post things and they will get advice or insight from a veterinary perspective, not just experienced horse people, but specifically veterinarians. So that's nice. Oh, one thing I wanted to mention, like for learning things, your holy trinity as a horse owner or a horse, as a horse owner, your holy trinity for learning things is your vet, your farrier, and your trainer.
Oh, yeah.
Those three professionals will tell you what you can do and what your horse can do. And they will let you know what's going on. Like anytime my vet will say something, I can ask for clarification. I can ask my farrier, like, what do these shoes do? Like when Sonny started having his natural balance shoes put on him, because I have one horse who has navicular. So the shoes that were put on him changes the break point, the breakover point, I think that's what it's called, when he's stepping, which helps alleviate pain in his heels that he has. So that, but yeah, vet can tell you about overall health and diseases. Farrier can tell you about the hoof, which no hoof, no horse. And your trainer, either your riding instructor or your horse trainer, or sometimes they're the same person, but they can be two different people. Your horse trainer and or your riding instructor can give you insight on your horse's behavior and your communication with your horse. So that's like your basis of learning. And then you can go and get online and just Google whatever questions you have, and whatever sources you find, look for if it's salesy, which this is, again, for anything you're looking at online. If you're on a website and you're like, wow, this is amazing news and I can't believe it, but it's like a website that's selling pills, then maybe you should double check what you're being told, even if it agrees with what you believe in. Does that make sense?
Yes.
I'm ready for another glass of wine. Hang on. All right, I'm so excited to test drive my new boots on a carriage downtown. Of course, tomorrow I can't do it till what, 8 o'clock? There's, Ellis is here. Oh, address ads. Hang on. Wait, what do you mean, Ellis? Address ads, like advertisements on websites? There are sometimes where websites need some advertisement revenue to keep the site up and ongoing. It actually costs money to run a website. I have been totally ignoring unicornandcentaur.com ever since I got back from Texas, because I've had other stuff to. Oh my God, I saw that dead sock you pulled out of there.
I don't want to talk about it.
I'm sock shaming Adriana right now.
Listen, these went through mud and muck in the woods. I did trail in these boots because I can't find my chucks.
Yes. But if you're talking about like those sites that have a billion pop-up ads, sometimes, yes, those can be very clickbaity sites. If you're trying to find out something about horses and you end up with a website that has tons of pop-up ads and there are tons of flashing ads all over the screen, and the title was breakdown at the track, you won't believe what happens to the gray horse. Do you know what I mean? How they word those clickbait titles? Yes. So if all the titles look like clickbait and there's flashing ads everywhere, I backspace out of those kind of websites. Yep. And I'm like, no, okay, I'm done. I hesitate to recommend specific websites because things can change over time. And if this video stays up, I don't want to recommend something that becomes dead or problematic. I'd rather discuss ways to vet sources themselves.
Yeah.
Right? All right. I need to open this second bottle. This is a Pinot Grigio. And it is also, it's once again oak leaf, which is Walmart, $2.96. Where's my So another Facebook group that I don't follow it religiously, but if I had questions, I would definitely go there, is one called Ask the Trainers. Are you in that one?
I'm not.
They have, it's kind of like Horse Vet Corner, except for training issues.
Mm-hmm.
So they have a list of pre-approved trainers that can answer. So you can get in there and you can be like, hey, trainers, my horse has started walking away when I am trying to mount at the mounting block. What do I do to fix this? Or my horse tried to rear on me the other day and I really don't want to sell her. So tell me what to do. And then they can get on there and give you some training advice. So that's nice as well. Horse Vet Corner and Ask the Trainers. There's a group called Horse Health Discussion. Are you in that one?
I don't think so.
It's one where you don't have to be a vet. So you can get any random hoo-ha on there going, oh, why don't you just feed your horse WD-40 and it'll cure everything.
Please don't do that.
Yes, please don't do that. That was me making a joke. So websites, Facebook groups, y'all can still do the old-fashioned thing and go to the library. I would love to do a book exchange somehow.
Yeah.
I have a bunch of great books that Amy gave me that I need to read.
I've got a huge bunch of like old horse books, and some of them are in French. Which is kind of cool. But I'm thinking about setting up a library at Derby Oaks.
Yes, we talked about that for when we had a Unicorn and Centaur barn.
Oh,
when
yeah.
we were first, before I even did the YouTube channel, when the Unicorn and the Centaur were discussing what we wanted Unicorn and Centaur to be, a library was part of it. And that was when we were going to have a facility with a show team and everything.
Yeah.
So like when and we were going to be the nerd barn. And when parents came to, you totally sprayed my foot.
I'm sorry. It needed to be clean.
It needed to be clean. So we were going to have like a reading room with a library. Do you remember us talking about that?
Yeah.
We'll do that. Yes. Let's do that at Derby Oaks. Listen to me. Let's. Like it's my thing. I just love that idea. But I would love to have a horse like exchange library. I wonder if we could do that in the extra equestrians group somehow.
Oh, that'd be fun.
But to have like a book exchange.
Like a Secret Santa type thing, and then have each person send books to somebody or a book to somebody else, like a horse book.
Yeah, I'll have to think about that because I've got to think of a couple of different things to do. 1,000 subscribers is coming up on the YouTube channel, like in the next couple months. Like we're almost at 700 now, so I want to do a really big giveaway at 1,000 subscribers on the YouTube channel. So hey, subscribe, and I want to do the same thing when the extra equestrians group gets to 1,000, and then when my Instagram gets to 1,000, which, you know, go ahead, click those links in the description box, y'all. But to have some sort of big fun giveaway to celebrate. Celebrate. I love my one glass.
I still owe you a Sunny one.
I know, but hey, things happen. And I still want to talk art, like how to make art. I've got to figure out how to get my physical designs turned into graphic art designs without costing me an arm and a leg. Because I need some more t-shirt designs. I'm getting ideas. You know, getting ideas. But that's another thing I want to do coming up with Unicorn and Centaur is bumping up the Patreon. Like figuring out how to do that. You're going to get a t-shirt if you join the Patreon, y'all. I'm giving away t-shirts. Okay, I've got to get these boots. This is probably my least productive Tack chat ever. And I blame my new Ariats. And I blame my late co-host. If you're just joining the chat or if you joined us late, Adriana was late today. I sat here for like 3 minutes.
Okay, I had...
I'm just kidding.
I had to shower. I didn't think you wanted me being smelly. Y'all can't smell me. She
can't. Yeah, Alice is saying money grab much with the ads. The too many ads.
Oh yeah.
Turned me off. Yes. I do that with a lot of sites, and there are some websites that I block on my Facebook, or I don't even go there. Like if I look at something and I'll see a title that I'm like, oh, that looks cool, and I'll see it's like the dodo or something, where I'm like, ow, hide post or unfollow or whatever. There are certain sources that you can look at and just assume that it's garbage. And one is, of course, PETA, People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals. They euthanize more animals than they save. They don't believe that people should have like pets or working animals. Oh. Right, exactly. So anything they share a lot of emotionally manipulative propaganda. So if it comes from those kinds of websites, they're not actually concerned for the welfare of specific animals. They're on some sort of crusade to feel righteous about themselves. So I would say no. The dodo is another one. Like anytime I see someone posting something from the dodo, I'm like, nope. Because every video they have about carriage horses is wrong.
Yeah.
No. So when you're trying to educate yourself about horses, then there's that. Oh, another way to educate yourself here we go. Let's do some basics. Lessons. Take lessons.
Yes.
That's how you connect with your trainer, by the way. Take lessons. Clinics. A clinic is when an equestrian professional comes to a barn, and you can either use the horses at the facility or bring your own horse in, and then they teach you like a lesson. It's like a lesson with a kind of famous, fabulous person.
But definitely do research on your clinician.
Oh my God, yes.
So you don't end up with
someone problematic or predatory.
We won't name.
Yes. Yes. By the way, again, just a reminder, any of my subscribers or any of my members of the Extra Equestrians group on Facebook, or anybody who follows me on any of the things I do, if you are messaged inappropriately by any other member of the group or any other subscriber, please message me and let me know. Send me screenshots if you have to. I will help you deal with this, because I am not putting up with people harassing my friends and followers, okay? We're not playing that game.
Yeah.
We're not going to let people troll my friends for victims. No. So yes, once again, this is your semi-regular reminder that if you hear or get any kind of inappropriate messages, please let me know and help me shut that down. All right. All right, y'all.
So
I gotta get these clean.
Lessons, clinics. What
else? Like in terms of just like learning things, taking opportunities.
If you can't take a clinic, if you can't afford to take a clinic, or you don't have a horse to take a clinic on, go and audit.
Auditing, yes.
Sitting, if there's a show or if there is an event, I've found that sitting and scribing for the dressage judge.
Oh my God, nothing. There might be literal poop in my wine now, though.
You're going to drink it anyway, aren't you?
Of course I am. Did you just meet me? Are you new? Yes, I am going to drink the poop wine. Oh my gosh. I don't think there's anything floating in there. This is why I have an excellent immune system.
That's what I always say.
Exactly. I forgot I put it right down there. I need to put it back up over here. Sorry.
But yeah, no.
I'm ignoring the chat.
Sitting with the dressage judge and scribing.
Zadel's still here, yes.
It has been excellent.
Scribing with the judge. Yeah. Yes, that is wonderful as well. My vet, I don't know if everybody's vet does this, but my vet, like he's our vet. Okay. Because Dr. Myron. Countryside, yes, Countryside Equine. Dr. Myron is the best large animal vet in the entire Low Country, and I am blessed to call him my veterinarian. He also is the veterinarian for the carriage horses in Savannah, Georgia, and is the reason that they are also healthy and happy. And what he does is a semi-annual informational seminar. Like, you know, he's done those at the carriage company before.
He's doing one at Derby
Oaks, exactly. He will host informational seminars for horse owners. He has done one at Chimney Field where I board my horses, and he'll announce it on Facebook and he'll send out email invites. But so if you're a horse owner, you show up and he serves refreshments and he takes questions, and you can ask him questions. What's that stuff on my horse's leg? You know, why does my horse do this? What do I have to worry about X, Y, and Z? And he will give you specific information, but I can't believe that he's the only vet in the country that does things like that.
Yeah.
And if you are if you're watching this and you're a horse owner, I'm sure if you reach out to your vet, they can let you know of things like that, like events that might be happening in your particular area. Because I know at the carriage barns and at Chimney Fields, you didn't have to be a horse owner or a resident to participate. You could just show up and learn.
That's how it is with all of his talks.
Yes. Which I think is fantastic. The opportunity to listen to a practicing and working and successful vet talking about the animals that we love and how to take care of them, that is invaluable. That's way better than Googling random blog posts and articles.
Yeah.
You know, then you get a chance to actually ask a question. So, yes, how you doing, Zadel? I'm getting a little bit lit, actually. Are you cleaning any tack tonight, Zadel? I don't know. Do you ride? I have, like, we've known each other for over a year now. You've been a subscriber and a supporter for since just about the beginning. And I know I've seen you. There's like a paint horse I've seen you ride. But do you ride? I know you're in farrier school and probably just don't have time. But anyway, that's my question. I don't know if you have a horse or if you have a horse that people let you ride. Anyway. Farrier, yes. So Zadel, once you get certified and you get some experience under your belt and you become practiced, then you're going to be one of those professionals. And that's going to be part of your job, is to retain your integrity and to keep learning every day and to keep adding to your bank of knowledge and experience, so that when your clients ask you, what's wrong with my horse? Is this thrush? Should I worry about this thing on my horse's hoof? Then you'll be able to give them really solid advice. That's a huge responsibility. Anyway, smile at me. Let me see the teeth. I'm just making sure. That I love that mirror. That's my dollar store mirror.
What's my face doing? Oh no, my
your face is doing beautiful things.
Oh no.
Don't you dare.
My lipstick's all everywhere.
What? This NYX, what NYX lipstick is this? Because this is not a
well, it is not sports bottle approved.
Not sports bottle approved, apparently. Zadel said, Joanna's here. Hey, virtual zookeeper. Zadel says, I don't ride that much, but I want to ride a lot more. Oh my God, don't we all? That's my dream life, actually. It's just to ride horses all day. I don't really care. I don't even want to make anything. I don't want to crochet or knit. I don't want to do anything. I just want to ride horses and eat and sleep. Eat ice cream. There you go. Ride horses, eat ice cream, sleep. If it's not on that list, I don't want to do it.
I would like to do those things and play rugby.
And
I want my knees to be normal.
Oh, but okay, I know this is live. You guys don't tell anybody. I finally, since I've been working again, our Texas experience was difficult for us. And coming back to Savannah has been a mixed bag. It's been good and bad. I have anxiety going back to work, which is my own thing. I deal with it, whatever. Excuse me, hang on. I hope I don't have the hiccups. Hang on. And I forgot what I was talking about. Wait. So I have been working again so that I can afford to keep my horses and that I can pay back some debts that we accrued from our Texas misadventure. But now I have a little bit of extra income. So me and Scott are going back to Taekwondo. Yay! Starting next week. Yay! I have missed it. I have been away. For anybody who doesn't know, I have a black belt in Taekwondo. Just a first degree black belt, but I want that second degree so bad. And I was just like, I was close to it when we moved to Texas. And so we have not been able to go back to class, and I finally have enough money again. And I paid for June's classes tonight. So next week, yes, I am back in the dojo. which is nice. But so I told my master tonight, though, I'm like, I'm really soft. I'm like a marshmallow right now. Please be nice to me. Please don't hurt me. Like, don't kill me, Miss Jenny. So anyway, that's my good news. If you're one of my longtime followers, you know exactly how much this means to me. So yeah, I'm gonna get back into fighting shape, y'all. What time is it?
You're 5 minutes
10:40.
early.
I'm 5 minutes early on asking what time it is. Too hot though. Zadel says I want a horse as well. Take some lessons first. That's always my advice. When somebody's like, should I buy a horse? Take lessons first. Take lessons for at least 6 months.
At least.
Yes, at least 6 months to a year. And if after a year of taking lessons, you're still obsessed, then you can talk to your trainer about purchasing a horse. But yes. And also, you guys look sweaty. It's called highlighter. It's Wet and Wild. It's like golden flower crown.
It's also like 800 degrees in Savannah.
It really is. We've had a huge heat wave here. It's been it's not supposed to be triple digits till like July.
Yeah, it's May.
I know. It's insane.
We had spring on like a Tuesday. It left on a Wednesday, and in came summer.
We had a long, cool spring. And then suddenly it was 100 degrees.
It was like, I don't know. I felt like we went straight from winter to like rain, and then
it was crazy.
And
yes.
then heat.
So yes, Joanna says, never gone camping, and camping with horses is a big dream for. Oh, you know what? I would love to do that. Jennifer wants to go camping with horses. Mm. She really, last year she was talking about it. So this year, maybe we need to make it happen. And then I can make a YouTube video about it. I don't know if we want to do that in the heat of summer when we can't do carriage tours.
I feel like that would be
or
really,
is it a
like,
January
terrible?
Thing?
Yeah.
I don't know. Or is it a July or a January thing? We'll have to talk. I don't know if Jennifer's watching, but yeah. But yeah, actually, I can't go riding in the woods right now. I have not been riding on the trails in over a month because of the deer flies.
Oh.
Like even with the EquiSpot stuff that I put on the horses and being soaked in bug spray, it's disgusting. The last Centaur video I did you watch the last Centaur retention video? It's okay if you didn't. But if you go back and watch it, you can see the deer flies like buzzing around all over the screen, and you'll be like, oh, honey. Oh, Joanna said, oh yeah, Geek Girl says, take lessons and lease. That is a smart thing to do. But then there's Joanna right under her saying, I was one of the few who got a horse without any lessons and still love it. Got my rescue pony, haven't been able to ride. It's okay. The care aspect is my favorite. You know what? Just making that connection with them. Yes. But still, even then, it's important to learn more and more about how they communicate with each other. Oh, another Facebook group, Equine Science Group. It's not a totally active group right now, but they only post things that are like scientific. So you know that their sources are vetted. And it's an equine science group. I think that's what it's called.
Okay.
But they post some cool stuff in there. So anyway, yeah, Joanna says, camping around here is awful. Friend going to UNC Asheville says we should visit her to go camping.
That's
yeah. Okay.
Place.
Yeah. Camping in the Appalachian Mountains, I think is probably my gold standard.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you get a chance to go camping in Asheville, do it, especially with horses. I wonder if Buck would let us camp out just out on Chimney Field. Just take the horses out and camp, or just like pitch a tent in the horse paddock.
I'll sit on my hammock.
Liam is dying. My 11-year-old son, Liam, if you're a follower of the channel, you already know Liam. But he wants to go camping. And I told him, we'll go out to Skidaway Island where there's like, water hookups and there's like bathroom facilities there and there's tables and there's a fire pit. And he's like, there's already a fire thing. Like, cause he wants to go out. Liam wants to go with nothing and like make a shelter and create a fire pit and like hunt his food or whatever. And I'm like, okay, first of all, you've been watching too much YouTube. Second of all, wow. But I wonder if Buck would let us just like go pitch our tent out in the horse paddock for the night. There's all sorts of critters that are out there, like wild boar. I guess I should say feral pigs, deer. It's fun to go out there early in the morning or late at night and see the horses out there just like grazing with the deer. I'm like, oh, hi guys.
Yeah, I actually saw my first wild boar when I was at Chimney Fields.
Yeah. I think buck actually kills a lot of them out there. They are, for anyone watching, the pigs in this area are a nuisance. They displace native species, and they have no natural predators here, so they kind of overrun the area, and they can be aggressive.
Yeah. Yeah. We came across it. It was we did like a barn-wide trail ride. And like both my horses were out there. I had Sirius, somebody else was riding Sirius. I had Arcadia out there.
Aww.
And this is when she was back at the carriage company, and we were doing this trail ride, this big long trail ride. All of a sudden, all the horses in front of me
oh, when they start blowing. Oh my God.
And they sound like a predator, the predator. And these boar are like trotting across, and it didn't turn out. We were just like, we're gonna turn around and go the way. Just,
That's crazy. We've never seen the boar out there. We see their tracks all the time. Their tracks are even in the arena.
Oh wow.
And Liam has learned, because the boars the pigs have cloven hooves just like deer do, and they're about the same size. So Liam has actually learned how to differentiate between wild pig tracks and deer tracks. There we go, bragging on my son.
Oh.
Liam should get into bushcraft. Ooh, what's bushcraft? That's cool. I'm taking all suggestions. Suggestions?
Drink more of that wine.
Because my child is homeschooled. Okay.
Bushcraft is like the preppers, only like less conspiracy theories.
That's nice.
You do things from like the wild.
See, we used to do that a lot before I got back into horses. When Liam was younger, we had a garden out back and we had chickens. There were times when like our entire meal came from our backyard with the eggs and the vegetables and the herbs and everything. It was pretty much like the whole meal came from the backyard. And it was great. And we loved it. And one of my favorite things is I'm a green witch, an herbalist. So foraging is one of my things. Wild medicinal plants. Like garden plants, cultivated plants are great. But if a plant needs me to live, I'm sorry, honey, you're going to die. Like wild medicinal plants are my jam. The ones that will like grow in concrete.
Oh, yeah.
Like where roses are like, oh, the pH of my soil is off by 0.1%. I must die now. Whereas I'm a fan of the dandelions who are like, F yeah, concrete. That's my style. So yeah, she's okay. So Joanna's saying one of my favorite channels is Matthew Poza, who does bushcraft with his 2 dogs. Kind of like a type of camping survival hobby. Typically making shelters out of things by hand. That sounds like exactly Liam's thing. Oh my God, wait. I have to hold my breath. I got the hiccups, wait. I see. Sorry. When I have the hiccups, I hate the hiccups. Do you hate the hiccups? Okay.
They're the worst.
I know. I love sneezing. Hate the hiccups. But whenever I get the hiccups, everybody has their own like thing. Like, okay, this works for the hiccups every time. For me, right. Well, everything works for me the first time, and that's it. And I'm like, oh, this is amazing. I'm going to do this every time now. And then the next time I have hiccups, I try it, and it doesn't work. And I'm like, no! So the only thing I have found that works every single time is on the first hiccup, I have to immediately take a deep breath and hold it. If I miss it on the first hiccup, it's over. No, it's not happening. But if I catch it on the first hiccup, it works every time, and I just hold that breath until it passes. But I've had to do that on tour before. I've been like driving a carriage downtown Savannah in the middle of a tour, telling a story about some sort of historic building, and then be like, hang on a second. the carrots are probably like. Did I even get anything clean tonight? Okay.
You did.
I got Liam's boots. Liam's new boots. These may be my son's new boots tonight. These are lady sizes, but I don't know. I'm gonna have to sweep and clean my floor when we're done here. Holy moly!
Yeah, this is pretty
This
bad.
is bad. Can I show like
Oh gosh.
the poop on my No, we can't. Can we actually show the poop? Hang on, I gotta show the poop.
No.
There we go. Can we look down here at all the poop like this? This down here. Who's still here? This, see that? That's poop. That's dried poop. There's poop on my floor. Okay.
So I watched this really great bushcraft video the other day. I did that.
Yes.
It was
I'm gonna
this
have to look
guy.
that up now. Thank you, Joanna.
He does like he does bushcraft, but it's like with traditional, like it's very traditional. Like he doesn't have anything new really.
Right.
Like he built a hut and a pool with a little hot tub. And yeah.
Okay.
And it's like clay and wood, and it's amazing.
That's awesome.
And rocks. They're rocks.
I'm trying to think. This made me think of going back to our topic tonight, how to learn more about horses. YouTube channels. I don't know a whole lot of actual YouTube channels that are seriously informative.
Mm-hmm.
What is it? CRK Training? Do you follow them?
I don't follow YouTube very much. Like
I'm a YouTube junkie. CRK Training is one, and they do riding specific tutorials. So if you're a rider and you're interested in things like I got some very good advice on sitting the trot from one of their videos.
Mm-hmm.
But they have very specific videos that will help you work through riding issues you have with your horse. I'm trying to think of other YouTube channels. Amelia Newcomb Dressage. She does a lot of like training type videos. Smart Pack, the company Smart Pack, they have a YouTube channel and they do videos about horse health, and sometimes they even do live streams with veterinarians, like so you can ask questions.
I do like the Smart Packs are the ones who did the series of like if people acted like horses.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, they did some funny videos as well. Yes.
My blanket makes cool noise.
Gee, girl, check the look. Nix, I swear this is not a good commercial for.
It looks like I.
Do you know the
ate
finger
a
trick?
vampire. Yes. I'm sorry.
For anyone watching, for when you're wearing lipstick, if you don't want it to transfer to your teeth, ideally, you take your finger and put it in your mouth, and then just like pull it out, like, and then any lipstick that you have extra will be on your finger. I am way too tipsy to get, and of course you did that because you know those tricks, but still, it's transferring.
Well, then I put more on because it was all messed up. Then I didn't do it again.
Mm-hmm. See if you had your Maybelline Stay Matte ink on.
I normally do that, but this was so pretty, and I
love it. Here's what here we are, totally off topic, but hey, that just totally goes. Look how little is left in this. This is my This is the original Fenty Gloss Bomb. Do you have one of these?
I don't.
Get one. It's $18. It'll change your life. It's not, no hyperbole, no exaggeration.
Yeah.
This will change your life.
Is that the one that changes colors?
No, but it looks good on literally everyone.
Okay.
You can put it over lipsticks. You can use it plain, and it has never, ever looked bad. And it's not like one of those matte, long-wearing whatever. It's like a lip gloss, but it is amazing. This is like the only high-end thing I own. Everything else comes from the drugstore $1 bin or Big Lots. I go trolling the makeup at Big Lots. I'm like, oh, CoverGirl. Anyway, so here, let's do this since we're doing the thing. I'm putting it open. See, do you see how instantly cuter I was? Just kidding. All right, we are almost done with our live stream tonight. So we've talked about going to the library. Y'all know libraries are still a thing. If you do not have a library card for your local library, do it. Savannah people, the Chatham County library system is absolutely incredible. You can go online and you can put holds on books and they'll text you or email you when your book comes in.
Wow.
Yes, it's amazing. So like any branch I go to, it's almost guaranteed that the horse book that I'm looking for is not going to be at that particular branch. So I go onto the library catalog online and I find the book I want and it's in the Chatham County system. It's at some branch, but I put a hold on it and then they bring it to my branch and they call me and they're like, hey, your book's here. And then I get it. They can even do interlibrary loans, like if it's not part of the Chatham County library system. And I've done this with a book. It cost me like $2, but they got a book that I was looking for from another library system and borrowed it. And
you know, I feel like I did that with a book when I was little.
Yeah.
Like I think we had to get it from someplace else, but it was like back then.
One last thing, like before we leave. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Liam is like weirdly commenting. Hi, Liam. Oh, Liam says hi, Mom. Hi. And I was too busy being drunk. I'm a good mom. Did y'all know? Did you know I'm such a good mom? So yeah, I love the one. Joanna says I love the wonderful coating of dried poop I get on my boots. So Sesh says, hello. Hi, Sesh. How are you? Tonight we're cleaning our tack and talking about how to learn more about horses. There's always something the natural horsemanship trainers, some better than others. I keep hearing about Buck Brannaman. Everybody says I would love him. But my thing about celebrity trainers is no. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like that's their, I would trust you over... I know, yay, Liam was in the chat. I would trust you over like a Clinton Anderson or a Buck Brannaman or a Pirelli or whatever their names are person any day because you have actually met my horses.
Yeah.
And I trust everything you've told me over the years that we've known each other that I have applied to my relationship with my horses has worked. So I have a history with you, a history of success with you personally. And this is what I'm trying to say to anyone who's watching, like rather than latching onto YouTube, this is so ironic, me saying this having a YouTube channel, but rather than latching onto YouTube personalities, but establishing strong relationships with people in your real life, people who know your real horses, people who know you personally, people who can inform you, because every relationship with every person and every horse is different. This is like finding the right therapist.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That search for finding the right therapist. You're not going to vibe with everyone. You can't just make an appointment with a therapist and be like, okay, I'm going to be fixed now.
Yeah, and the same goes, and I think I said this last time we did lessons, maybe?
Maybe.
I don't know.
Yes.
Anyway.
Talked about getting the importance of getting
the right trainer.
And finding the right trainer, right.
Because the person that you vibe with might not be the person I vibe with, you know?
Right. Exactly.
And like there are some instructors that are like wonderful people and excellent instructors, but I don't vibe with them as far as in a lesson program, you know?
Yes. I know what you mean. And, you know, I feel like horseback riding instructors and horse trainers should be sort of like medical professionals. You should not be offended when someone wants a second opinion or someone wants to go to another trainer, because as much as you know, as much experience and training and knowledge that you personally have, you don't have it all.
Oh no.
So whatever someone's specific goals are, it's good to go. It's good to have several trainers. One trainer is the minimum.
Yeah.
You know, to have several trainers, have several riding instructors, have several horse trainers that are helping you and advising you on your journey with your horses. That's what I do.
Well, that's like when I was at Norwood, when I was teaching, um, when I was teaching Tori, and I think I don't know if Chandra was like nervous about telling me that she'd gone someplace else for a lesson.
Yes,
And I was
remember
like,
this.
no, give her all the lessons from
Exactly.
everybody.
All the lessons from all the trainers. If you have a trainer who is offended that you're going to another trainer, that's not appropriate. Your trainer should be happy that you're going to another trainer. Because
unless the other trainer is terrible.
There are people who are problematic.
Yeah.
But to go and to attempt something with another equine professional is important. You should not have a trainer who wants to keep you only to themselves. Because again, the horse world is enormous. There are many horse industries. I don't know about all of them.
Yeah.
And there's no way you can. One of the things that we love most about horses is that you can't possibly know everything. We're going to spend our entire lives learning as much as we can. And both of us are going to die not knowing everything.
I did not realize there was a cat over there.
Cherry Blossom.
Scared me.
Where you're like, oh, hey, something's licking its butt in the corner of the room.
Well, I heard a sound and I was like, ghosts.
No, not ghosts. I have 4 cats. I don't have ghosts. I have 4 cats. Oh my gosh. Hang on. Look at the legs of this wine are fatter than mine. That's awesome. All right, who's in the chat? I gotta check in with the chat. Hey, Tranny, where you live? People are so funny. Bless their hearts. Oh, Britt's here. Hey, Brittany. I'm sorry, I forgot to tag you in the extra equestrians post. Oh, Joanna says, although he is pretty well hated, I think Think Like a Horse, the Rick Gore guy, I'm going to disagree with you on that one. I remember, do you know that guy? Rick Gore, Think Like a Horse. I remember when I was looking for round pen exercises, I looked things up on YouTube and I found his videos. And most of his videos are just him like holding the camera, and it's not showing his body language in relation to his horses. It's just showing his horses reacting to him with the camera. And then he'll describe what they're doing. And he's extremely misogynist. And if you've like looked at his Facebook page, he's racist too, but he's problematic for many reasons. But just like after a while of him like making fun of women on his videos and not actually giving me any usable tips, I was like, yeah, honey, I'm done.
Yeah, no.
I don't know, Joanna, if you have found videos of his that are helpful to you, then yes, please do it. But I've never seen a video of Rick Gore's that I found helpful at all. Like they only leave me with more questions. I'm like, well, now I got to do more research because I have no idea what was going on in this video. Hang on. Hang on. There's like someone in the chat, whoever you are, like 2826, No Country Serbia. Yeah, no, we're not doing that, honey. This is a chat for equestrians who are cleaning their tack, and we're discussing ways about learning more about horses. So I'm just going to bless your heart and move on. Hang on, wait, I deleted a message by Liam? I deleted a message by my own son.
Oh, no.
It's 11:03, and we need to stop this anyway. Clinton Anderson. Oh, wait, before we do, we need to address that. Clinton Anderson, do you know him? Because I don't know how to feel. I don't follow any celebrity trainers, but Clinton Anderson is one that I can't remember. Like, Pirelli is one that I know we're like, no, right?
I feel like Pirelli got too into the selling of things. Like,
right. And that,
was,
again, if you're making money, if people are making money off of it, always question their motives. It doesn't mean that their motives are not honorable, But just question it when they're selling something.
Like, I've used some Pirelli methods,
Mm-hmm.
but I haven't like bought into the whole
Stop clock is right twice a day.
That's true.
Clinton Anderson is one. Honestly, I'm gonna have to do more research on.
Yeah.
I've heard a lot about that person, and I don't know whether to say yes, I endorse that person on this channel, or no, I don't endorse this person. So thank you. I'm gonna have to do some more research. But I cleaned a couple pairs of boots. I've showed off my new Ariats. And it is time for Adriana and I to say goodnight. Thank you, Zadel, for being here. You've been here for every single one of them, I'm pretty sure. Thank you, Joanna. Thank you, Rebecca. Thank you, Brittany. Thank you, everybody who showed up in the chat tonight to talk about how to learn more about horses. So, ooh, Kenneth Seeley. Here's another one that I'm going to have to look for. Took lessons from him. Okay. All right. And Robbie Miles says, hi, Robbie Miles, we're getting out of here. We're cutting off the live stream now. But hi, how are you? Thank you very much. Please subscribe to the channel if you are an extra equestrian. I'm way too tipsy to be doing this anymore.
Okay.
We need to stop. Thank you guys for showing up tonight. Hang on, wait, where's the thing? Where's the thing? Bye, we love you.